Hey folks, welcome today. We are doing a new show for YouTube and for television and wherever we can possibly put it. And this is our very first episode. It's my wife Lisa, my good friend Daryl, and we're going to do some things today. We're going to show some cooking and we're going to do some things. I'm going to be running camera, so I'm going to be coming in and out. Daryl's going to help out. He's going to be handy with some stuff.
Sure, I'll
You're good
try.
with tools. He does carpets and all the stuff, so he knows tools. But we're
These
only
hands are
we
magical.
might give him a fork and a spoon, and
Well, that I can do.
he's got his coffee. He's got his coffee. So what are we gonna do today? What are we gonna do on this first episode today?
Today we're going to do really something very simple. We're going to do a large steak sandwich with mozzarella cheese, broccoli rabe, and caramelized onions.
Everybody likes that. It's almost like
Broccoli rabbly. What?
What?
Broccoli rabbly.
Broccoli rabe
Oh, Robbie.
is this thing
You ever
here.
hear of Rob?
It's
No.
It's an Italian thing.
sometimes you're heard referred to as broccoli rabe or rapini.
Oh, rapini.
And what
I've
it is
heard
is
that.
it has buds that look kind of like little broccolis, but they don't grow into big broccoli heads. It's a coniferous vegetable. It's a dark leafy green.
And
Very
how's
good
that
for you.
taste?
Very
How's
nutritious
that
for you.
taste compared to like spinach or stuff like that?
When you have it, you've probably never had it. It's more of a bitter green, and we're going to cook it in a way where it takes that bitterness out. We're going to saute it in some garlic, and we're going
Very
to put
good.
it on our steak sandwich. And you can tell me what you think of it.
I've had it before.
Oh.
I just wanted her to say, explain it a little bit more.
We've had it many
I know what it
times.
tastes like. You may not, if you don't understand the bitterness of some of these greens, it might be a.
This is an
It's
Italian
good. It's got to
staple.
be mixed in with the greens and it's got to be
Italian
mixed.
staple.
It's got to be mixed in with the meat and the cheese and all that stuff,
very
and you
good.
see how everything
Even
kinda
the
blends
kids
in. The bread,
eat
the way
it.
the bread is. And we're gonna do an introduction with the onions. I don't think we did that. We did this dish before.
We're
but I
going to
don't
put
think we
you
did the
to
onions.
work because we're going to try to keep the cooking real here.
Okay.
So we're going to have you cut up our onion
Oh,
for us.
I get
our
the
nice
pleasure of
Vidalia
cutting the onion, huh?
You're handy with tools, though.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Can you handle a big knife, or should I give you this one?
You should give me the big one.
Okay.
So, folks, I'm gonna let these two go to town. I'm gonna run the cameras and do what I got to do here. Excuse me.
And I'm gonna have you just cut it and then slice it cut it in half and then slice it into some slices for me, and I'll go put it right in my
Make a nice hat.
yeah. Even his hair on it.
You need tissues because you're gonna be crying.
Oh, come on. I'm not going to cry.
You know the old thing.
I'm too
what's
tough
the
to
trick
cry.
What's the trick with not crying with onions? What'd they say? Wash it under the sink or?
Run under cold water.
Water.
I don't
Is
know if
that
any of
what it
that
is?
works.
I don't know. Just deal with it.
It's not too bad. He's doing pretty good.
I've done a
Actually.
couple of onions in the past.
Now the broccoli rabe, I'm gonna take
What do you do
here.
with this stuff?
No, you don't eat that.
No? Oh.
Like potato chips. You can fry.
Yeah.
I forgot his bag
Ah.
of chips.
Oh, your bag of
Oh, no. You're not supposed to touch your
You
eyes
touch
when
your
you're
eye.
messing with onions.
Here, I'll give you a towel.
No, I'll
In
be
case you need a
fine.
towel.
I'll just
Put that
cry it
here.
out. I'll be fine.
Back to the broccoli rabe. You could buy this in bunches at the store, and really, at your local grocery store will carry this. But what you want to do is you want to take off like the long parts of the stem and just kind of discard those. So when you're cleaning these, you just kind of cut them off like that. Rinse them. Make sure you wash them good. And just to save some time, I went ahead and I boiled. And you do want to boil these, so you put them right into a pot. Put water. You don't have to really cover it, but you are going to boil them for about 7-8 minutes. And I always sprinkle a little salt in there because the salt kind of brings the green out into it. And it's going to tenderize it, and it's also going to take some of that bitterness out of it. So that right there, this is what you're going to end up with after this is all cooked and boiled. Okay. I'm just going to set that aside here. Daryl did a good job cooking our onions. You doing okay?
I always get the hard jobs.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of butter and a little bit of oil, like a tablespoon of each,
I'm not crying.
so I could put the onions in.
My tears are drying up.
So I'm going to use a couple. Tears are okay.
Yeah, I guess the tears are.
I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons of butter in my cast iron skillet with a little bit of oil. Also, we're gonna caramelize those onions up.
Would you like me to bring these over?
Sure you can.
Alrighty. This is rough work.
Be careful because you know how hot these skillets get here. We're just gonna put these right in with our butter and our oil. There we go. Perfect.
I think I'll wash the juice off my hands.
Yeah. Keep your board because you're gonna cut the garlic too.
Oh, okay. That I like cutting.
We're just gonna caramelize these onions and let them go. We're gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. Hey Daryl, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
Can you bring me my pepper mill?
Your paper mill?
Yes, please.
The bedpost.
The bedpost.
Oh, okay. That is huge.
Thank you. Did I ever tell you what happened with this?
No.
When I, one year for Christmas, Tony asked me what I wanted for Christmas. And I said, oh, well, I really would like to get a decent sized pepper mill because as you can see, the other one is very small. So I opened up this gift and I was like, whoa. Now this was the pepper mill that I got. It was very much larger, but it works like a gem.
I think it's got two purposes.
What?
One, a little bit of pepper. Two, you better like my cooking. If they don't like your cooking, you'll get the wrath of the pepper mill.
Yes. Funny. Okay. All right, so we'll let these go for a little bit. Those will be fine.
Okay, and
then I think I'm gonna have you cut me some garlic because
oh, all right.
now that we got our cooked broccoli rabe here, you want to use this one?
Oh, sure, I can
Oh,
use
yeah.
this one.
How do you cut your garlic? How do you cut your garlic?
I press it.
You cut one and I'll cut one. You press it? You don't just
I
slice
got
it?
one of those little. I get the skin off of it.
You want to see a trick?
Sure, show me a trick, because I'm very
I'll show you a trick.
clumsy when it comes to
So-
small items.
What I like to do is I take your garlic here and you just like that.
That's
So-
cheating.
So then you don't even have to really peel it. You just,
Oh, I see. It just all falls apart.
yeah, just like that.
I want to try that.
You can. Yep. And then you can cut
Dice
off
it
that
up,
little
yeah.
end. And then I mean it doesn't have to be a real small, but just kind of like that.
Oh, all right.
We're just
And
gonna.
we have what do they call these? Cloves.
Yep.
We got
then
4 cloves.
I need one more, so now you can
Just
show me.
one
Here,
more?
I want this big one though.
Oh, okay.
If you can do that for me. Chop the garlic. Why don't you give it a try? See what you think.
All
See if you
right.
can.
Just whack it, huh?
Yeah, or you can press on it too. You don't have to whack it. You can.
Oh,
kinda-
whack it's more
yeah.
fun.
There you go.
Hey.
Now, isn't that much easier?
Yeah, I guess. You always cut the little green part off. I know that. Hey, wait a minute. It didn't work all the way. There we go. Wow, I think I mashed
You
it.
just didn't want to chop it. It's already chopped.
Yeah. I KO'd that
Yeah,
sucker.
just cut that a little bit better. You might even cut
Yeah,
it with
get
that.
this.
Might be better, a little sharper. I'm gonna stir our onions over here.
Why don't you stir the onions over there?
Okay.
Ooh, the onions are smelling delicious.
All good?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my oven on 450. Okay, because we're gonna put our sandwich in the oven to melt our cheese.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what the oven was going to be for.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit more butter in our, about a half of it.
I see you got all cast iron pans.
I love cast iron.
They say it's
So-
best for fishing. Cooking.
Fishing. Well, you could take
I
it
got
fishing.
fishing on the
You
mind.
could take it fishing with you, right?
Oh, yeah. Knock the fish out.
If you want to grab our garlic that you so
Oh, okay.
wonderfully chopped for me, we're gonna saute in our broccoli rabe also if you want. We're gonna saute our broccoli rabe
Oh, would you like the broccoli, Robbie?
Yep. Okay. So our onions are caramelizing really, really good over here.
I love the smell of frying onions.
Oh, it's so delicious. We're going to turn our pan up a little bit. We're just going to kind of
I do a lot of my own cooking too, especially during
you?
the holidays. Yeah, my grandmother, I used to do a lot of cooking with her. She'd grow peppers all summer long, and then one day I walked in and she had this bushel of peppers at her side and the needle and thread, and she literally sewed them all up and then hung them next to the stove. Everything she cooked, it was grab it and boom, and I'd have to say, Grandma, no peppers in my eggs. I don't want the peppers in my eggs.
Oh, how cool. There's nothing like that. That's amazing. What else did your grandma teach you? Did she teach you how to garden or teach you?
Oh yeah, I have a very good green thumb. I love growing tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff like that. Easy stuff, nothing hard.
Nice.
Even at one point, used to crochet with her.
Crochet?
Crochet and
I don't know how to
knit.
crochet. You crochet?
Well, I don't like talking about it.
That's so
It's
cool.
not something I.
That's so cool. Can you make a blanket?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Maybe you're going to have to teach me how to do that.
Well, we'll see. Oh yeah, I used to go to bingo with her and everything down at Six Nations.
Those were
In
the good
Utica?
old days.
Yeah.
Really. Life was easy and simple. People used to
Yeah.
sit on their front porches.
Right.
Right?
The onions still got me crying.
You're just crying because you miss your crocheting.
I miss my grandma.
Your grandma. Yes. Sounds like she taught you a lot of.
Well, she raised me. My parents split when I was young, and they asked me who I wanted to live with, and I said Grandma.
Oh. Very nice. So our garlic is cooking up in here.
It's all smelling wonderful. It really is.
This is another thing that kind of takes a little bit of that. Well, the boiling does take most of the bitterness out of them, but this adds like another level of flavor between the garlic and the olive oil and the butter.
Oh, is this something you can prepare and then
Oh yeah, you
put
could,
in the fridge and
you could
heat up
definitely
later?
yes, and you could definitely do this ahead of time. This could be cooked and ready to go. So when you're ready to put this together, you just boom, 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 and
I could eat this for a week. Make a big batch of it, put it in the fridge.
wait till you see the size of the sandwich we're gonna make.
Oh,
Unbelievable. So let's let this saute just a little bit. I turned our onions off. This cast iron pan is so hot, they're still gonna cook
yeah,
up a little bit there.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna go cut our bread.
The bread. I don't know how to cut bread.
I
Cut?
picked up country Italian loaf.
Ooh.
Real easy. One day we'll make our own too.
And cut it in
And you're
half?
just gonna
Oh,
try to
that way?
Yeah, you're just gonna cut it, slice it, because we're gonna just make a big sandwich.
Good thing you said, because I was about to go like
No,
this.
no,
You sure?
no, no.
That's
Positive.
easier.
We'll do that after it's all made.
All right, so we're gonna cut it in half here.
Up right down the center.
No blood involved here. I'm not gonna cut myself, folks.
Good deal.
Ah. And there we go. Well, it's close. Well, you want the bottom half a little thinner than the top, I think.
We do?
I'm hoping. I did all right, though. Yeah?
You did perfect.
Okay.
You really did perfect. And what I like to do is, I like to take a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper, and we're gonna just throw this in the oven just to kind of crisp this a little tiny bit. And then we're gonna bring it back out and we're gonna make our sandwich, put it back in the oven, melt the cheese, and eat.
That's my part. I think I'll get ready to eat.
What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a little bit of this olive oil.
Oh,
like I
okay.
said. Just gonna put it right here. I'm just gonna brush just a little bit on each side here.
Olive oil is very good for you, too.
It is heart healthy then. Okay, just like that. We're gonna put a little salt and pepper. You wanna put some pepper on here?
Oh, sure, I want to take a shot at this. You just turn this thing on the top. How do you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is what I would consider overkill. Am I getting it?
Yes. Perfect.
More? Less?
Nope, that's perfect. You did just great.
All
Just
right.
great. Put those aside. I'm
It's an
gonna.
exercise just lifting that thing.
The garlic and all that.
Yes.
Oh, the smell is wonderful.
And that's basically what the onions are supposed to look like when you do it. Caramelized.
Caramelized onions. And the sandwich is versatile. If you don't like onions, you don't really have to put the onions in.
Some people might want peppers.
True.
You can put peppers on there.
Sweet
We love onions, so we're doing the onions, right, Daryl?
Yeah, that's right.
So we're gonna scoop those up, and I'm also gonna get another one. I'm gonna scoop up the rest of these onions in here, so we can make our sandwich. So that everybody can see. Okay.
Is that fresh moots?
Yes, this is fresh mozzarella, and you know you can get this at the deli now.
Oh, really?
Right in the store, you just order the fresh mozzarella, and they'll do it in slices, and it tastes so good. Want to try a piece of that? Try a piece of this.
Please.
It's so good. Isn't that good?
Delicious.
Okay. So here I have about 1.25 pounds of just shaved beef, and I'm going to throw it right in that same pan. And this cooks really, really fast because it's very thin. We're going to saute this up a little bit, and then we're going to build our sandwich.
So Lisa, I hear you do a lot more things than just cooking. Like you make your own soaps
Yes, I do like to make my own soaps.
and your own cleaning fixtures, and when you're doing your regular household cleaning.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do
I try
bath
to.
bombs.
I do that. That's more of a relaxing. It's just the preheating of the oven. That means it's done. No.
Easy.
I am going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to the beef too.
Pepper milk should have a name.
Is it really hard to make your own soaps?
You just have to, it is easy. You just have to have a recipe, just like when you're making food. You follow by the recipe, keep it safe. You have to have gear on, like you probably do when you're working.
Right.
So your safety gear, goggles and gloves, and when you're working with, and masks when you're working with, different lye, because soap is made with lye.
It's a lot safer than the stuff you can buy over the counter, huh?
Oh yeah, well you know what's in it. You know exactly what is in your soap.
Right. That's a big thing these days. You never know what you're buying these days. They give
don't.
these super long names for all their ingredients, and then you sit there and ponder, well, what does that word mean?
Right, that's so true, and that's even in our products that we use on our skin, and also in the foods that we eat.
Yeah.
I got my little hot pot here. This is my grandmother made.
Oh,
She crocheted.
right. My grandmother did all that. Crocheting and knitting. Yeah. She taught me how to sew. I mean, to be honest with you, when you had, in the old days, when you had rips in your pants, you didn't go out and buy it new. You just put a patch on it. So Grandma showed me how to patch up my jeans.
Same with the shoes. Just re-sole them.
I don't think we ever done that, but.
No, we bring it to a person for that.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna bring over the shaved beef. It's pretty much done here. I'm gonna grab another bowl for this.
Wow, you were right. That cooked in like 5 minutes. It's done.
Fast, huh?
Yeah, super fast.
And when it's shaved like this, it's so tender. Did you ever get a steak sandwich somewhere and you can't like really bite it?
Yeah.
You gotta tear at it, you know.
Yeah.
Or it just didn't even taste like anything?
We're going back
I'm gonna
over
take
here
this
now.
right over here. Our work spot.
Awesome.
Okay, and now we just start to build.
So what's first?
Well, we can put anything we want. Maybe we'll start with our meat first. We'll start putting our meat down here.
Imagine going to a food truck and ordering that
Oh my gosh.
size. You split it with like 3 people. Well,
Oh,
You'd
that
be
would be
one.
my own. Yeah. Well, I could probably eat a good half of that, that's for sure.
It's nice to go somewhere and spend a little bit extra money on something like that. Know that you probably could have it for the next day or, that night. If you're having it for lunch, you don't have to eat it all at one shot. But if you're really hungry,
Let's put our
It's a good meal.
onions.
Oh, I could see making one of these and
I mean, she's making
eating it for days.
she's making that just for you. That's yours. You got to eat the whole thing on camera. That's the challenge.
It's a challenge.
We're doing the challenge. You got to finish it.
I don't know about all that.
Now for our.
Oh, this is looking
Look how
delicious.
green that is.
I know,
Isn't
right?
that great? Look how green that is. It's got to be good. It's just so good for you. Are you a greens person, Daryl?
Oh yes,
Do you like
I
greens?
love
You love
the
greens?
Yes.
Some people, they're not used to the bitterness of greens, but I think you got to get used to it. It's like
We're piling this stuff.
you
right
get
on here.
addicted to it
Oh,
after
yeah.
a while.
Okay. And now we're just gonna add our
The moots.
fresh mozzarella.
Gotta put the moots
How
on
many
it.
different ways can you say mozzarella, mozzarella,
Mozzarella, mozzarella. I just call it moots. Get the moots out.
Mozzarella, mozzarella,
Actually
mozzarella,
gonna put some
Maserati.
right on here too.
I don't think that's a word.
What, Maserati?
Oh, well, I'm
Oh,
sure it's a
Maserati's
car.
I'm just gonna throw this back in the oven just for a couple minutes,
So we're putting that in.
just till the cheese is melted. And now we just wait.
Anticipation of a delicious meal.
I'm gonna take this right out.
Check it and see what's
Oh,
going
yeah.
on with it. Let me see.
Definitely melted.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Definitely melted.
Mud on, it looks delicious.
I'm gonna turn that off.
Looks like glistening, nice mozzarella,
Ooh.
We're gonna bring it right over here for a nice spot. Going to press that down just like that. You can cut it.
Here we go.
like-
Look at the dogs. Look at.
Oh, oh, hi
Ellie?
there.
Look
What
at-
are you
all right.
doing?
They
Right off
know.
the bat.
They know. You
Right
see?
off the
See
bat.
the face? Look.
Right off the
That
bat.
sad face.
You see the face?
She may want to.
Tony, can you see? You should show the face over there.
Why is she ready?
She
Begging?
wants to help. Is that a sad face? Or what?
Aw, feed me. You're gonna give the big guy some. I want some too.
So you can cut this any way you want. I'm going to cut it in half just to show you kind of what it looks like in the center. And then we'll really cut it up and divvy it up.
Well, you can only need to cut it once.
Uh,
Cut it once for me.
Okay.
Oh,
Need a nice close up of that. Get it nice and focused.
Yeah, you could just pick that right up on there. I'll just eat that.
yeah.
right in.
You know what? It looks like a huge sub. Like a
Huge
sub.
hot stuff. And then what I usually do is like for us and the kids and stuff, I cut them about this big. And sometimes I'll make a side salad, to have with this
Oh,
too.
that would be good. Yeah. Wow.
What's good to drink with that?
Whatever you want.
Soda, wine, beer.
Whatever
I
you
think
want.
red wine. Red wine would
Red
be
wine,
appropriate.
maybe a beer.
White wine's for fish, right?
Yeah, fish. Well, people have. Whoop.
Uh-oh.
That's what you get for having a baked sandwich. Mm-hmm. Gotta hold on.
It doesn't help. I didn't quite cut it in half for you, but
Yeah.
Some nice napkins.
There you go, Tony. Mange.
Manja time. There we go. Onions. I like that. Sweetness. That's got
oh,
a
that's
good taste.
delicious.
Do you like the broccoli rabe? Is it the first time you've had broccoli rabe?
No, I think I've had it before, but
I think
I
the
personally
onions-
haven't cooked with it. I'm gonna try it now.
If you are wondering about the bitterness of these, the onions covers, with the sweetness, and they got a little
Yeah.
bit. It's like salt, and it's like sweet and what do they say? You got sweet and savory, salt, and one complements the other.
Yeah,
I can't
balance.
think of. What do they say? Your body craves salt and sugar.
This is
Salt and
delicious.
sugars.
You should go into business doing this. Home personal chef.
Will you cut my onions?
Oh yeah, I'll cut your onions for you.
Good.
Hire you for Thanksgiving. Come over and cook my meal.
So that's about it for the first show. A few little hiccups during the show we got to correct, but as we go, get better and better and better with these shows. So this is how you learn. Talking with my mouth full.
That's okay. That means it's good.
It's good.
You can't stop eating it.
So folks, on to episode number 2. We'll come up with another new episode of something good. Keep us posted. This is going to be go on and subscribe to our channel for here. So, like I said, this is the very first one. It's kind of like a little pilot show. It's like I said, as we get going, we'll get better and better and better with these. So, hope you enjoy the recipe. Hope you try it, and see ya. Until next time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Open cupboards.